guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to The Wandering Reader. Today I'm going to be doing my TBR for the Smutathon. And the Smutathon is a readathon that's being hosted by Riley from Riley Marie and Lainey from Ginger Lainey Reads. I will leave a link to their announcement videos down below. I think this is like the third or fourth round or something like that. I've never participated in this before, but I really want to this time around. So this time around there is a bingo board that you can build your TBR around, so I will put a picture of the bingo board up here for you. So that, like you can see, there are 9 different prompts. I've picked out a book for every prompt, but I'm probably not going to read 9 books in the week. What I forgot to say was this is being run from the 4th to the 11th of January. The 4th I think is a Saturday and so is the 11th, so it's Saturday to Saturday I think. So like I said, I picked out a book for every prompt. I have tried to pick out books from my current TBR of books that I own, so there's obviously a lot of Kindle books here and things like that. And we'll see sort of how I get along with it. I don't really know too much about what these books are about. But I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to read and yeah, obviously talk about them in my wrap up. So the first square is Enemies to Lovers, and I'm going to be reading Where I Belong by J. Daniels. This is book number 1 in the Alabama Summer series. Next up is a 2019 release, and I've picked out Lost by Ker Duke, book number 1 in the Elite 7 series. Next up is an LGBTQ plus book, and I picked out The Upside of Unrequited by Becki Albertalli. This is not really a smutty book, but I didn't really have much else on my TBR and I've been meaning to read this for a while, so I figured I would put that on there. The next prompt is a new to you author, and I've picked out The Fallen Genesis by Tillie. This is book 0.5 in the Deadly Virtues series, and from what I remember, Jess from Peace Love Books talked about this one. From what I remember, there's no sort of like relationship stuff in this one. So again, it doesn't really fit with a Smutathon, but I just figured I'd go with it. Next up we've got a forbidden romance, so I've picked out Fallen Too Far by Abbi Glines. This is book number 1 in the Rosemary Beach series and also book number 1 in the Too Far series. So when I did a bit of investigating of this, I think Too Far is like a trilogy that she wrote, and then Rosemary Beach is like a longer series that has that trilogy in it. Then we've got a workplace romance, so I picked out Naughty Boss by Whitney G. This is book number 1 in the Steamy Coffee Collection series. The next prompt is Recommended to You, and I've got Only for a Night by Naimi Simone. This is book number 1 in the Lick series. I can't remember who recommended this to me, but yeah, somebody did and I put it on my list. We've got the Fake Dating or Marriage trope, and I've picked out The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is book number 1 in the Off Campus series. I think this one may be the only book that I don't own, but I'm going to be reading on Kindle Unlimited. And then the last prompt is Out of Your Comfort Zone, and I've picked Deviant by Callie Hart, which is book number 1 in the Blood and Roses series, and I think this is like dark romance and I've not read that sort of thing before, so it will be out of my comfort zone. We'll see what I think of it. So there we go guys, they are all of the books that I've put on my Smutathon TBR. I'd love to have a chat with you in the comments below. Have you read any of these? What did you think of them? I was planning on maybe doing a vlog for this, but I don't know. Is that something that you guys want to see? I have done vlogs for readathons before. It's just that sometimes I think when I'm vlogging, you know, my life's not particularly exciting, especially when I go back to work, and obviously I will be back at work. I'm back at work from the 6th of January. So I sometimes feel like, you know, when I'm back at work, my life just basically revolves around going to work and coming home and very shortly going to bed. Like, it's not particularly fun. But then we've got the weekend either side of it, So let me know if that's something that you want to see, so sort of talk about the books as I'm reading them and what I think of them and that sort of idea. Is that something that you would like to watch? Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.